Hi there, and welcome to your second lesson on business studies. What we're going to talk about today is coaching towards a common goal. Now, this is a vital skill for anybody who has to work with teams, because very often we have to get groups of people to produce an outcome, and very often that outcome has been given to us either by our immediate manager or by the exco. So we now have to facilitate this process where a group of people gets from A to B. Now, how do we do that? The first thing we do is you've got the group of people in front of you. You read them the statement. How are we going to double our turnover in the next 5 years? That's the mission that you've been given. Essentially, you start off by setting a contract with the group. In other words, asking them, what does that mean to each of them? What does doubling the turnover mean to you and to you and to you? And you write those up on the board. And you've got to go through the whole group and make sure that everyone gets a voice to say what doubling the turnover means in 5 years, so that they can actually put up something that means something personally to them and to their department. That creates buy-in. Once you've got that from everyone, this should only take about 15 to 20 minutes. You go to step 2. You've got everyone's ideas of what it means to them to double the turnover in 5 years, or what it will mean to their particular department. Step 2 is where you go into something called solutions. And that is where the discussion takes place on around how to do this. The solutions is the how. Contracting is the what. But by doing this contracting and by getting everyone to put their bit on the board, you're actually creating buy-in and motivation for step 2. Step 2, however, could take a full hour. It could take a series of meetings all around doubling the turnover in 5 years. This is where you will spend most of the time, and there are wonderful tools to do that with as well. And ultimately, you'll get to step 3, which is actions. And this is where you guys will decide, as a group, what particular actions are going to happen in order to achieve this overall goal of doubling the turnover in 5 years. And here, it's very important that you put a time or a timeline onto the action, so that each person is designated an action and they know by when they're going to do it. These simple 3 steps, coaching towards a common goal, you're going to find invaluable in your workplace. Remember, you start off with creating a contract with the group, asking them what it all means for them. Second step is solutions, how it's going to happen. And the third step being actions with a timeline, and that will make sure you get good results.